Greetings, fellow masters! It is I, the bell tolls. Now, I know I said I was going to finish the Shinjuku series before moving on to other servants, but I feel like the Seraph event is a little more important than that. You know, just a little bit. So, today we're going to be covering the servants being released with the upcoming event. And yes, I said servants. Multiple. And yes, I know this one is cutting it pretty close. So close, in fact, the event is probably already out and there's no time to actually farm. I was planning on the event being released next week, but Aniplex threw a bit of a curveball and now I'm all frazzled. Oh well, it can act as a quick resource regardless. But enough excuses, let's get into our servants for this event. The Seraph event brings us a whopping 5 new servants. 3 of them are the brand new Alter Ego class, while one is another new one, Moon Cancer, and the last is a Saber. As far as rarities, we got 3 4 stars and 2 5 stars. One of those 4 stars is a welfare, so don't worry about your wallet too much. Let's start by rarity. Our 2 new 5 stars are Meltlillith and Sessyoin Kiara. I can't personally comment on how good they are, but I've heard some good things about Kiara. The 3 4 stars are BB, Passionlip, and Suzuka Gozen. I'm not too sure why Suzuka is in there, but I'm sure the event will clear things up. I do know that BB is an excellent 4 star, and definitely worth completing the event for, so be sure to give it your all. Now then, I guess let's just start from the top. Our first 5 star is Meltlillith. As an alter ego, leveling is going to be more tedious than normal. There aren't any class specific EXP cards, so 4 star all cards are going to be your fastest method. You'll need to have 375 of those saved up, or more likely, 450 of different class cards. If you love her enough to grail her, she'll need 627 all experience cards, or 753 regular class ones. Like any other 5 star, you'll need 5 grails and 55 million QP. Simple. Thankfully, alter egos are incredibly easy to ascend. You'll need the following: 17 Lancer pieces, 17 Assassin pieces, 17 Lancer monuments, 17 Assassin monuments, and 4.4 million QP. That's it. It's nice, right? Finally, a use for those pieces and monuments you probably have hoarded away. The skills are also pretty easy, provided you have the class gems. For getting all her skills to 10-10-10, you'll need 51 blue Lancer gems, 51 blue Assassin gems, 51 red Lancer gems, 51 red Assassin gems, 51 gold Lancer gems, 51 gold Assassin gems, 15 Warhorse's horns, 15 primordial Lanugos, 27 Dragon's reverse scales, 27 Scarabs of wisdom, 3 lores, and 163.2 million QP. Now then, let's cover the nodes. I'll try to make this quick because we still have 4 more servants to cover. For the pieces, monuments, and gems, you can head over to the various training grounds. 10 AP will get you your blue gems, 20 AP will be for red gems, blue gems, and pieces, and lastly, 40 AP has your yellow gems and monuments. For Melt, you'll want to focus on Lancer and Assassin training grounds. Farming the event can also be a source of these, but I don't know the drop rates at the moment, so I can't say for sure whether it'll be more efficient than just doing the training grounds. Moving on, you can get your Warhorse horns from East Village and Camelot. This node is all riders with a single high HP Lancer in the final wave. AoE Assassins or Berserkers and a powerful single target Saber like Rama will do you well here. There are also 20 of these in the event shop, so that works as an alternative. Primordial Lanugos can be found at Bloodfort in Babylon. This is a bit of a tricky one. While it only has 2 waves, the second one has 2 boss level Ugalus which will most likely take a full NP each. I'd recommend bringing along the strongest single target assassins you have, along with someone who can take out the first wave fairly quickly. There's no video for this one yet, but like I often say, I'll get to it. There are also 20 Lanugos in the event shop, so that can cut out a decent bit of farming. Dragon's reverse scales are a similar story. There are 10 of them in the event shop. For the rest, head over to Nippur in Babylon. This node has 2 waves of decently healthy Lancers, followed by a boss dragon at the end. Again, bring the strongest single target assassin you can, along with some AoE sabers. I've also heard that there's a decent reverse scale node during the event, but I unfortunately do not have drop data to back this up. The 2 nodes that drop scales are Stamped Thenar and Bottom Heel, so keep your eyes on those. Lastly, we have the Scarabs of Wisdom. You can get 5 of them from a mission reward during the event, but the others you'll need to gather yourself. The best spot for these is Great Temple in Camelot. This node has a weak assassin, more weak berserkers, and then 2 high health casters at the end. Strong riders will be your friends here. Normally this would be the end of the video, but we're only getting started here. Let's just jump into the next 5 star of this event, Sessyoin Kiara. Kiara is another alter ego, so her experience requirements are exactly the same as Melt. 375 all cards, 450 of other classes. If you want to grail her, 627 all or 753 of a different class, 55 million QP. You get the idea. Her ascension maths are equally as easy. You'll need 17 saber pieces, 17 caster pieces, 17 saber monuments, 17 caster monuments, and 4.4 million QP. How refreshing. The skills are, as you probably guessed, much the same. Here's what you need for the 10-10-10. 51 blue saber gems, 51 blue caster gems, 51 red saber gems, 51 red caster gems, 51 gold saber gems, 51 gold caster gems, 15 black beast grease, 15 lamps of evil sealing, 27 cursed beast gallstones, 27 hearts of a foreign god, 3 lores, and another 163.2 million QP. You probably get the gist of this by now, but we'll go through it just in case you skipped to this portion. For the pieces, monuments, and gems, the daily training grounds are your go-to spot. 10 AP for blue gems, 20 AP for red gems and pieces, 40 AP for gold gems and monuments. Doesn't get much easier. Saber and caster days are what you want to farm. For the black beast grease, you can get 5 of them from mission rewards. The other 10 can be farmed at Northern Hill in Babylon. This node is 2 waves of riders followed by a single high health assassin, so AoE assassins and a beefy single target caster are what you'll need. Zhang is your best bet if she's available. Our next material is Lamps of Evil Sealing, of which 10 can be gotten from mission rewards. The other 5 can be farmed at Hidden Village in Camelot. The first wave is a group of weak assassins and a berserker, followed by a 300,000 health Ifrit. If you can set it up, a Black Rail Rider Kentoki does very well here. Next is Cursed Beast Gallstones, and there's 10 in the event shop. For the remainder, climb up Mount Ebba in Babylon and start slaying some boars. They're all berserkers, with a particularly beefy one in the final wave, so Jolter would be a fine choice here. Check out the card for farming info on these. Last is Heart of a Foreign God. You can get 5 of them from mission rewards, but for the rest you'll need to take a trip to Shinjuku. Shinjuku Gyoen specifically. I've done a guide for this node as well, so give that a watch for the in-depth strategy. It's a pretty good one if I do say so myself. With that, we're all done with Kiara. Now we can get to the 4 stars. Let's begin with the welfare servant for this event, BB. Being a 4-star, her experience requirements are a bit more lax. She'll need 264 all experience cards, or 316 of any other class. If you want to grail her, which isn't a bad choice I might add, you'll need a total of 627 class cards, or 753 non-class cards, along with 7 grails and 49 million QP. As a welfare, you'll naturally get her ascension materials by just playing through the event, but I'll go over them regardless. To ascend her, you'll need 4 ribbons of reminiscence. You get all of these from mission rewards. The specific missions are 75, 79, 84, and 99. To clear these missions, you'll need to do the following. 75. Clear 5 different BB lower body quests. 79. Clear all quests. 84. Defeat 3 sentinel enemies. And 99. Clear 90 missions. In short, ascending BB will be one of the last things you do for this event. Have fun farming. Her skills, on the other hand, still require regular materials. She's a Moon Cancer class, but her materials are on par with alter egos. To 10-10-10 her, you'll need 42 blue caster gems, 42 blue rider gems, 42 red caster gems, 42 red rider gems, 42 gold caster gems, 42 gold rider gems, 12 primordial lanugos, 12 lamps of evil sealing, 21 spirit roots, 21 scarabs of wisdom, 3 lores, and 81.6 million QP. As we mentioned before, your gems, pieces, and monuments come from class dailies. You probably have it memorized by now, but let's go through it again. 10 AP for blue gems, 20 AP for red gems and pieces, 40 AP for gold gems and monuments. Caster and rider are your dailies of choice, obviously. The first non-gem material is primordial lanugos, which Meltlillith also needs. If you didn't manage to pull her, you can use a portion of the 20 you got from the event shop for BB. If you need more, as mentioned earlier, head over to Bloodfort in Babylon. Again, you'll need some big boy, or girl, assassins to clear this one effectively. After that, we've got Lamps of Evil Sealing. You can get most of these from mission rewards, but if you pulled Kiara, you'll probably be using them on her. In that case, Hidden Village in Camelot is the place. Get yourself a single target rider and get them to hit hard. You'll need it. Spirit Roots are next on the agenda. You'll get 5 from mission rewards, which unfortunately isn't much of a dent in our total. The remainder can be farmed from Holy City in Camelot. This is a mishmash of different classes, so I'd recommend AoE Berserkers followed by a single target archer for the final Spriggan. Chloe is a decent budget option. Once again, Scarabs of Wisdom are a required material. If you didn't use the 5 from mission rewards on Meltlillith, BB is a good use. You'll need to farm the rest of them from Great Temple in Camelot. This is another one you'll need powerful riders for. And that's all there is for BB skills. I say that as if these gems are going to be a royal pain, but I digress. Let's continue to our next 4-star and my personal favorite of the Sakura faces, Passionlip. This absolute unit is another alter ego, so you probably know what to expect here in terms of ascension and skilling. She's another 4-star, so her experience numbers are the same as BB. 264 all experience or 316 of any other class. Grailing will require 627 class cards or 753 non-class cards, 7 grails, and 49 million QP. Pretty standard. Her ascension materials are as follows: 14 archer pieces, 14 berserker pieces, 14 archer monuments, 14 berserker monuments, and 2.2 million QP. Now then, the skills. Can you guess what I'm about to say? To 10-10-10 her, Passionlip will need 42 blue archer gems, 42 blue berserker gems, 42 red archer gems, 42 red berserker gems, 42 gold archer gems, 42 gold berserker gems, 12 tear stones of blood, 12 claws of chaos, 21 spirit roots, 21 cursed beast gallstones, 3 lores, and 81.6 million QP. 10 points if you guessed any of that correctly. The next part is equally as predictable. For the gems, pieces, and monuments, you'll need to, say it with me, head to the class dailies. 10 AP for blue gems, 20 AP for red gems and pieces, 40 AP for gold gems and monuments. By the time this video is over, that'll be engraved in your memory. Moving into the gold mats, Tear Stones of Blood. This event has 2 nodes that drop it, being Station Thigh and Slip Knee. Again, I'm not totally sure about the drop rates, so the regular node is Shinjuku 2 Chome in Shinjuku. Duh. My most recent video is on this one, so click the card at the top if you want the in-depth explanation of it. Next. 10 claws can be found through mission rewards, and the Kind Touch node can drop them. The usual spot for these is Des Moines in America. This node has a wave of weak assassins, followed by a beefy berserker, and then a beefier lancer. So you'll want a strong single target for wave 2, and a stronger saber for wave 3. My personal recommendation is Brave Liz. She packs quite a punch if she's NP5. Next up is Spirit Roots, which you'll recall BB also needs. If you're using them on BB, then you'll want to farm up Holy City and Camelot for Passionlip's needs. Again, you'll want a powerful single target archer to deal with the saber in wave 3. Lastly, Cursed Beast Gallstones. Kiara needs these as well. As a reminder, you can get 10 of these from the event shop, and the rest can be farmed from Mount Ebba of Babylon. Get you a Jalter and have at it. I had a card earlier for this node, so it's somewhere in the top right of the screen. So that sums up the materials for Passionlip. Are you still with me? You've only got one servant left. That servant is Suzuka Gozen, a 4-star saber. She needs the same experience as Passionlip and BB, so you know what to expect here. This time you'll need 264 saber experience cards, or 316 of any other class. Grailing takes 627 saber cards, or 753 non-class cards, 7 grails, and 49 million QP. Glad we got that out of the way. As a more traditional class, she requires more traditional materials to ascend. They are as follows: 14 saber pieces, 14 saber monuments, 18 evil bones, 10 seeds of Yggdrasil, 11 phoenix feathers, 4 scarabs of wisdom, and 2.2 million QP. That's a bit more what we're used to. The skills are also pretty typical, requiring less gems than the others. To 10-10-10 her, she'll need 42 blue saber gems, 42 red saber gems, 42 gold saber gems, 45 seeds of Yggdrasil, 108 evil bones, 60 seashells of reminiscence, 24 spirit roots, 3 lores, and 81.6 million QP. Do I even need to say this next part? I think by this point you know what to do for the gems, pieces, and monuments. If you don't, just rewind to an earlier servant. We've got more than just gold mats this time, so let's go in order of rarity. Our only bronze mat is Evil Bones, and 30 of them are in the event shop. That won't get us very far, however, so we'll need to head over to either Fuyuki XC or Fuyuki XG. Pick your poison. They're both easy nodes, so it's an endurance test more than anything. Moving on to the silver mats, Seeds of Yggdrasil. Once again, 30 of these are in the event shop, and also once again, that's not good enough. Your best node for these is Fallen Babylon, which is just a lot of riders. 9 of them, with increasingly more health every wave. AoE assassins or berserkers should suit you well here. Phoenix feathers are next. These drop from quite a few nodes during the event, actually. 8 in total, being Open Eyes, Kind Thenar, Landing Thigh, Ankle Link, Link Ankle, Weakness Ear, Spinal Coaster, and Station Thigh. It's anyone's guess as to which is the best of these, so your fallback node can be Bountiful Sea in Okeanos. This node is a bit tricky as every knight class is present. Strong AoE berserkers can help you, and you can make Skullhawk work on the final wave pretty consistently. I'll have to get more into this one in another video. Also, you can get 20 from the event shop, and you only need 11 for Ascension. Seashells of Reminiscence can also be found in the event shop, but the 20 you can buy isn't going to cover the full cost. These can be farmed from the Observatory node in Babylon, and it's all sabers. The final wave has some tougher ones, so you may want to bring along a powerful AoE archer. We're finally on the gold mats now. The 4 Scarabs of Wisdom you need can be obtained from mission rewards, or you can farm them at Great Temple in Camelot. Again, you want a single target rider to take out the final wave. The last material is Spirit Roots, which I mentioned a couple of times before. 5 of them come from mission rewards, and the rest you can get at Holy City in Camelot. Single target archer, go. And there we have it. We're finally at the end of this lengthy farming breakdown for all of the Seraph servants. I'll most likely be doing a similar style for future events, and possibly even singularities, but we'll see. I think I'd rather do an individual video for each servant, but this format may be useful. Anyway, that's all I have for today. Thank you very much for watching. If this video helped you out, feel free to like and comment on it. If you want more videos like this, be sure to subscribe. My upload schedule isn't the most consistent, but I'm working on it. I've also made a Twitter account for my various Fate Go postings, so go check that out if you want. You can find me at twitter.com/thebelltollsfgo. You can also check me out on Twitch, where I play games and stream the creation of these videos, from the scripting process to editing. Both links will be in the description. That's about all I've got. Farewell for now, fellow masters. May your farming be bountiful, and may the bell never toll for you. Until next time.